What's up, everyone? This is John the Dark Boy here, and today I'm going to be explaining about one form that, I first started off on and, thought it was a good idea to make, which is the final god form. Now, I know many of you don't ask this, but what is a final god form? Well, I think I'll answer that for you. A final god form is practically kind of like a form that one strong being can attain. Basically, there's like two ways you can either get the form. Like, first off, if you have ancestors that have had this power before you, then you will practically be the next person to wield that power. And if you're lucky enough, you can become that new god of what you are. And the second way to do it, you need to tap into the power that goes beyond Zenosama, aka the Omni King. Practically, you'd have to do incredible training to basically it's training that John would usually go through. Practically it would nearly kill him, but he still lives. Practically those who do this type of training, they're lucky enough, they too can obtain that type of form. So now, but the god form, the final god form, is basically a form that is beyond Zeno's level, and it's practically powerful enough to even beat the most OP characters, except for X-Dark and X-Bloodshot. Considering that, well, I'm not very sure about that, but maybe later on I'll evolve these kinds of forms later on as the series goes on. Practically, it could be a good challenge for X-Dark and X-Bloodshot. But yeah, Final God form is basically a form that can defeat anyone except for X-Dark and X-Bloodshot. But when the time comes, I will evolve those forms later. Practically, take Retwisted Flex Morphin, for example, because apparently he is known as one of the most powerful beings. He's not, to be honest, John in that form, or Flex Morpher, or any other character with the final god form, Retwisted Flex Morpher would lose instantly. No matter what he does, if he absorbs someone or goes into full power, or summons the creepypastas to create one giant monster, it just won't work. Because final god form is basically a form that toys with the gods. And it is very well known for finding multiple ways on how to beat the enemy. It's kind of similar to Ultra Instinct. You just gotta calm your mind and just think of the strategy on where your enemies are gonna attack or what are they gonna do next. So yeah. Now, what inspired me to make these forms? Well, practically, I thought, well, John has gone beyond the level of Ultra Instinct. Could that just be his limit? So I thought to myself, maybe there can be a form, pretty much where it could be the one, basically basically it'll take John a while to, get it fully mastered, but it'd be worth it considering the form will be very powerful. And, the reason why, the form is basically, multiple galaxies, it's practically because, for the final god form, I was thinking of what design, what it should look like. I didn't think of any colors, but, I honestly thought, why not a galaxy? Considering I'm remaking the real X-Dark, and, practically he's just, a galaxies itself, like the multiverses all in general. Like he's just them into one being. So yeah, practically John is like, he is now on the second stage of his galaxy form, like the final god form. And the reason why I wanted it to look like galaxies was mostly because of like the multiverses all together, like the power of them brought together into one being. Like it'll make you like very powerful to the point where not even Zeno can like stop you. Practically, Zeno is meant to be the incarnation of immense power, but like the galaxy form, it's practically a bunch of levels beyond the Omni King. I will explain that when I put like final god form, like explain into better use. But yeah, that's basically what inspired me to create the final god form. Now, like, I gave others one, such as Draken, Boxin, Flexmorpher, Andrew, even Ellie, Trey slash Sentoku. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much gave them god forms, considering they have a bunch of strong characters. I mean, if you want to see what your final god form would look like, just comment down below and I'll try my best to get it done for you. And, yeah. So, and, finally, are god forms enough to take on X-Dark and X-Bloodshot? Well, the thing is, even final god forms, X-Dark and X-Bloodshot could still gain the upper hand, considering that X-Dark is the incarnation of the multiverses themselves, like power, speed, strength, weaknesses. He's basically the creator of everything, even the final god forms, which is why he's not that really scared of it. But I will admit one thing, like, I mean, I had this like thing with Sentoku, like we were doing like a series of our own in like a thing we were doing, and like when John had an incomplete final god form, and he fought the real X-Bloodshot and X-Dark. X-Bloodshot tested John, and when he did one attack, practically X-Bloodshot tried regenerating it, but the mark was still there. So practically it'll be enough to like stop them from regenerating. And but it depends on like, unless if they just play with you, like they just make you want to think that it'll get to give them an advantage. But yeah, the final god form could practically be enough to stop X-Dark and X-Bloodshot from regenerating. This works on all beings that have regeneration powers, but like it just depends on what technique you use. But any technique, it can stop any being from regenerating at all. But yeah, like, now we don't know technically what John will be a god of when he fully masters his final god form, but technically he will be known as a new creator. So that will be pretty interesting for John Afton to become a new god of creation. And practically, we don't know what's going to become of this form, considering it's only on the second stage and I have a lot of plans for its complete form. So yeah, be sure like you stay tuned for all that. Alright, well, that's all I gotta say. And to those of you watching this video, if you want a final god form, just ask me and I'll try my best to make you one. Alright, well, just just have a great day, my dark fans. Leave a like and subscribe. Oh, and feel free to comment the video and share it to, just to, share it, share the love. Okay, it sounds stupid. But anyways, leave a like and subscribe and have a great day, everyone. I appreciate you joining this video. Farewell.